besides having a terrific meal and a great day of golf, is for the MS Society. And we all know that MS manifests itself in many different ways, and nobody is immune to it. Our keynote speaker tonight suffers from multiple sclerosis. Shouldn't use the word suffers because she doesn't. She has an unbelievable life. She's an active volunteer with the MS Society, helping with MS walks and fundraisers. She's also an MS ambassador, advocating on behalf of people living with MS, and she's a recent recipient of a Mississauga Community Civic Award presented by the Mayor Hazel McCallion. She's also a driven entrepreneur with 2 successful companies and the mother of a 4-year-old boy who has his own special challenges. She was also featured on the hit TV show Dragon's Den. I've been sitting next to her all night long. She is a remarkable woman. Please welcome Gabriella Mammone.
Thank you very much, James. You said my name as if you were Italian. Very good. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for that warm welcome. I appreciate that I'm here today, and thank you for allowing me to join you in this wonderful event. How about we give the event organizers a round of applause? What a great event! So my real name is Gabriella, and I've been told that I talk a lot, which is why people call me Gabby, because I tend to gab a little bit. And I've learned a little tip in public speaking, and that is it's important to leave your audience before the audience leaves you. So hopefully no one will be going to the bathroom soon. So I'd like you all to take a moment. I'd like you all to imagine waking up one day and not being able to see, or not being able to speak anymore, or stepping out of your bed and falling to the ground because your feet are numb, or being paralyzed, or having the doctor tell you that you'll never walk again. I have friends that meet all of those daily challenges. Those are some of my friends, my fellow friends that have MS, and I'm one of them. Now I may see and I may speak and I may walk in front of you because my symptoms are different, and I'll tell you about them momentarily. MS does hit everyone differently. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about my story. When I was in my 20s, I woke up one day and I wasn't able to see out of my left eye, my peripheral vision specifically. I didn't know what that was, and so went to the doctor and did some testing, went to the eye doctor, did some testing, didn't know what it was. And then another day, I had extreme tingling in my hands and my feet. I was in school at the time, and I remember I couldn't even hold a pen because my fingertips were tingling so badly. I remember when I was in school, I was playing euchre with some of my friends over lunch, and I'm embarrassed to say that I had incontinence in my mid-20s. I had extreme fatigue, and I had Lormeets, and if you don't know what that is, it's I describe it as electrical shocks. I had pins and needles on my arms and other parts of my body. So throughout several years, I was going to the doctor, several different types of neurologists, to find out what was happening to me. And at the age of 30, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I was diagnosed 9 years ago. I see you all doing the math to figure out how old I am now. And you know, the first few years were really, really difficult because I went through this stage of jumping on this pity bandwagon and saying, why me? What did I do to deserve to get a neurological disease of my central nervous system. And my disease did start to progress. I have had and continue to have balance and dizziness episodes. I've hurt my body in several ways. I've cracked my tailbone, I've broken my toe, I've sprained my shoulder due to my instability sometimes of standing or walking. I have cognitive issues. I know many people in the room sometimes say, oh, I'm not good with names, and me too. It's a little more extreme than that though. Sometimes I even forget the names of the people that I work with every day, that I see every day. Sometimes people will come up to me in a mall and say, hey Gabby, how are you doing? And I have no idea who these people are. And that's really hard and embarrassing to live with. I have spasms sometimes, or spasticity. So again, I might get out of bed and my knee won't bend. It's a stick. So my day changes a little bit based on how I feel. I often have tingly feet in the morning, and I do have a 4-year-old son who doesn't know yet that mommy has MS. So we play a game in the morning, and I say, Gianluca, that's his name, can you squeeze mommy's feet for points? And he thinks he's playing a game, and I give him some points for squeezing my feet. And but little does he know, he's allowing my nerves to wake up. One of the worst symptoms that I feel is at nighttime when I relax and I put my head on my pillow. The best way I can describe it is as if somebody is pouring buckets of ants all over me. The feeling is excruciating. I feel like I have extreme itching, and I purposely keep short nails because I've made myself bleed many times because the scratching is so extreme. I used to be very scared. I remember when I was originally diagnosed, I believe at the time I had 9 lesions in my brain and 1 in my spinal cord, and I remember my neurologist at the time saying, Gabby, be prepared, it's highly likely that you will be in a wheelchair one day. And I remember being so scared about that. But I'll tell you something, as the years have progressed, I took a positive attitude, and as much of a fear as that is, I have greater fears. I have greater fears that I might lose my memory or not being able to care for my son the way that a mother should. That I may not be able to recognize those around me, that maybe I could lose my vision. So the reality of my future is scary, it's unknown. But what I can tell you is that being involved with the MS Society as much as I am has allowed me to feel empowered and allowed me to feel like I am determined to make sure that MS will give me more than it will take away. So I do get involved. I'm the chair of the Mississauga MS Walk. Thank you to Mandarin for obviously your donation, and I'll be thanking you formally momentarily. But I have never seen so many fortune cookies in one place in my life. It was great. Thank you for all that. That was wonderful. So I became inspired when I had MS because I wanted to live my life to the fullest. I try to laugh now when I do some silly things. I'll tell you a quick story. I remember driving one day, putting on some concealer underneath my eyes. Don't look at me, women, like you've never done that before. I know it's wrong, but I know others have done it too. Only to realize when I got to my destination, it wasn't concealer, it was lipstick. So I looked like a clown, but I laughed about it, and you know, life has to go on. So I do operate 2 businesses, and you know, really, I needed to become an entrepreneur out of need, because when I wake up in the morning, I don't know what my morning is going to be like. And at the time, I wasn't sure if there was going to be an employer that would allow me to stroll in when I could stroll in. And with my son, you know, sometimes he's late for school because of me, because I can't get out of bed. And that's hard. That's very hard as a parent. I do have a supportive husband, and I'm very blessed and grateful for that. It's important to have a strong family network that believes in you and supports you. So, yeah, I'm inspired. In case you're wondering about my Dragon's Den story, I thought, well, what the heck, might as well try out. And I did make it to air, and I met all 4 dragons. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the show, it's a show where you ask venture capitalists for money for your business. I didn't get it. And in fact, I was told by one of the dragons that I was the worst speaker on the den. So I'm hoping that I'll be a little renewed tonight. So I also like to plan events myself, and I'm just trying to live life to the fullest. And you know, I know when I stand here before you, I speak to you from my heart on behalf of all people that are affected by MS. Patients, people that have MS, their caregivers, their families. We all appreciate your support. Mandarin, for you to give such a wonderful, wonderful donation. You are really impacting the lives of people and trying to give them a normal life. And those of you that play golf and invested your time in this chilly day, thank you very much for obviously taking your day to come out and support. I am aware that Mandarin has been recognized for the contributions to various charitable organizations over the years. And there's a reason why Mandarin continues to win these Consumer Choice Awards, because they're affecting people's lives in so many positive ways. You're helping with research to help doctors try and find a cure. You're helping to discover new treatments so people can manage their daily lives. You're allowing more services for people that have MS and their caregivers. You're allowing people that have MS to have access to equipment. Some need grab bars for their bathroom, or a lift to get upstairs so that they can sleep, or something to get into their home. So you're helping with that. You're helping with even knowledge. You know, I remember when I was diagnosed 9 years ago, it's, you know, you hop on Google. At the time, I didn't even know what MS was. And when I typed in MS on Google, I learned that Microsoft has great search engine optimization, because they were everywhere. So, you know, funds also help with research and brochures in our local chapters, and they educate us, and they have seminars and newly diagnosed series, and those are really important initiatives as well for people to experience. So thank you to George, James, and Casey from Mandarin, as well as Tina for arranging this event. We know you've gone above and beyond to make a positive impact in the lives of people that are living with MS. And, you know, everybody in this room, you've made a difference. And, you know, please, I'd like you to go home today and know that you've made such a positive impact in people's lives. Be blessed and stay blessed. Thank you.